Thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Shocker. It's going to be a warm day today, but do not let that fool you. Big changes are coming Friday night. It could hit 60 degrees today. And as you can see here in this live look at downtown, there's already a lot of sunshine, looks beautiful, but the temperatures will be dipping dangerously low and we'll get hit with snow. Weather impact meteorologist Chris Bianchi has more.
And thanks so much, Sam. 110 consecutive hours of below freezing temperatures likely for us from about 6 p.m. on Friday till about noon on Wednesday. So this is, of course, the big story. Kind of hard to believe considering you look outside right now and we're going to top out at 58 degrees for us in Denver under these continued sunsplash skies. So if you've got that outdoor activity in mind for this afternoon, go right ahead. And if you don't have outdoor activities for this afternoon, maybe say a dog walk or a little jog or something like that, I'd go ahead and make those plans. Daily record 64, not going to be too far away from that here in a couple hours. But those highs today, 50s Eastern Plains. And by the way, statewide for many of us here across the state of Colorado, today will likely end up being our warmest day of the month so far. That said, we get that extreme Arctic air that moves through for Saturday and especially Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday morning. Snow Friday night and Saturday, weekend wind chills as low as -30. More details on all this coming up in my full weather in a few minutes.
Chris, thank you. Paramedics say mild frostbite, this is important to note, starts with a tingle in your fingers and red skin, but it can turn severe if you stay out in the cold. Extreme cases can even lead to amputation. Denver Health says the city's unhoused community is among the most vulnerable to frostbite and hypothermia. Paramedics will help them with additional resources. We've learned the name of the second person killed in a stabbing spree along the 16th Street Mall over the weekend. The medical examiner identified him as 34-year-old Nicholas Burkett. Police say 24-year-old Elijah Caudle killed Burkett on Sunday after stabbing 3 others the night before. Investigators say he didn't know any of these people that he stabbed, and one of the other victims was 71-year-old Celinda Levno, a flight attendant based in Phoenix who was here on a layover when she was killed on Saturday. The other 2 victims are a 62-year-old man and a 49-year-old woman. Police say both of them are expected to survive. Today, the man who took a plea deal in a decades-old murder out of Douglas County will be sentenced this afternoon. Police arrested Michael Jefferson in 2021 for shooting and killing Roger Dean in Douglas County back in 1985. Disgraced CBI analyst Missy Woods linked evidence to Jefferson. Investigators have found anomalies in her work impacting hundreds of cases. Jefferson's attorney told us his client's case is one of them, and the investigation into Woods was a factor in the plea deal offer. Jefferson faces up to 32 years in prison. A gold mine in southern Colorado where a tour guide died last year will be allowed to reopen. The state shut down the Molly Kathleen gold mine in Cripple Creek in October after 46-year-old Patrick Wire died in an elevator malfunction while guiding a tour. The Teller County Sheriff's Office says it is an investigation and the states are now complete. Deputies say the tour guide's death was operator error and ruled it accidental. The mine passed state inspection and will be fine to reopen for its next season in May. The U.S. Capitol is a flurry of activity once again today as confirmation hearings for Donald Trump's cabinet picks continue. And this morning, the man chosen to lead the EPA, Lee Zeldin, says he believes climate change is real. NBC News' Ryan Nobles has more details on the pick for Attorney General Pam Bondi fared yesterday.
It is a crucial step in forming the cabinet that will implement Donald Trump's agenda when he takes office in just 4 days.
Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give?
A round robin of Senate hearings for powerful posts across the federal government, headlined by Trump's pick for Attorney General, Pam Bondi, who tussled with Democrats while defending her connection to the incoming president.
I'm not going to be bullied by you,
the
Senator
14th
Padilla.
Amendment of the United States of America, which was deeply disappointing.
Bondi, the former Attorney General of Florida, replaced Trump's original pick, former Congressman Matt Gaetz, when it became clear Gaetz did not have the votes to be confirmed. She promised the panel that politics will not play a role in the Justice Department's decisions.
There will never be an enemies list within the Department of Justice.
Getting into a heated exchange with California Senator Adam Schiff when asked if she would investigate some of President-elect Trump's political rivals, including former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney.
No one has asked me to investigate.
But the president
Liz.
has
We're
called,
also worried about Liz Cheney,
the
Senator.
president has
You know what
called
we
for
should
this.
be worried about?
Ms. Bondi,
The
please
crime rate
answer
in
my
California
questions.
right now
You are
is
aware,
through the roof.
Ms. Bondi,
Bondi, who was involved in Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election in Pennsylvania, pressed on whether she would now acknowledge Trump lost.
Who won the 2020 presidential election?
Joe Biden is the President of the United States.
Later asked if she had doubts that Biden had won.
I accept, of course, that Joe Biden is President of the United States. I was on the ground in Pennsylvania, and I saw many things there. But do I accept the results? Of course I do. Do I agree with what happened? And I saw so much.
Loyalty was a question for other potential nominees as well, including John Ratcliffe, who's been tapped to run the CIA.
Will you reassure your workforce that loyalty tests are not allowed and not encouraged in the CIA?
I will.
The American Cancer Society's new report shows young women are nearly twice as likely as young men to be diagnosed with cancer. Cancer rates among men dropped in the U.S. early this century, then leveled out. But in women, they appear to be climbing, especially in breast and thyroid cancer. Doctors are trying to figure out what's behind the trend, but one of the possible reasons is changes in fertility patterns, along with lifestyle factors like weight and alcohol consumption. A new study has bad news for red meat lovers. Research shows a link between red meat and dementia risk. Scientists studied more than 133,000 people for more than 40 years, and what they found was those who ate 1/4 of a serving of processed red meat or more each day had a 13% higher chance of developing dementia.